Hi everyone, Evie here, the Greek goddess of great reading. Today I will be reviewing the second book in Riordan's Percy Jackson and the Olympians series, The Sea of Monsters. Percy Jackson's 7th grade year has been surprisingly quiet. Not a single monster has set foot on his New York prep school campus. But when an innocent game of dodgeball among Percy and his classmates turns into a death match against an ugly gang of cannibal giants, things get, well, ugly. And the unexpected arrival of his friend Annabeth brings more bad news. The magical borders that protect Camp Half-Blood have been poisoned by a mysterious enemy. And unless a cure is found, the only safe haven for demigods will be destroyed. In this fresh, funny, and wildly popular follow-up to The Lightning Thief, Percy and his friends must journey into the Sea of Monsters to save their camp. But first, Percy will discover a stunning new secret about his family. One that makes him question whether being claimed as Poseidon's son is an honor or simply a cruel joke. So if you guys haven't read Percy Jackson and the Lightning Thief, then there will be spoilers, so go away now if you haven't read it. I also already did a review of the first book in the Olympians series, and I will post the link below. Now let's get on to the review. This might get a little difficult as I am reviewing the Sea of Monsters. I've already read The Titan's Curse, and that's my next review, and I'm currently reading the 4th book in the series, The Battle of the Labyrinth. So, sorry, things might get a little confused up here. This was definitely a really interesting sequel to The Lightning Thief. Again, Percy and his friends kind of get thrown into some sort of new quest, new adventure that they have to go solve and figure out. Though I did like the book, it just seems like so far a lot of these side quests are just that, side quests, because the bigger problem that was kind of revealed in the first book was that Kronos, the father of all the gods, is slowly rising up from Tartarus, where he has been imprisoned for millions and millions of years. But they are going on this adventure to save their camp. It kind of ties in because if their camp isn't safe, then Kronos will take advantage of them as half-bloods because they are susceptible to perhaps despising the gods themselves, because some of the demigods may have bad relationships with their godlike parents because they don't talk to them ever, so they feel like they've been ignored a lot. And kids that feel like they've been ignored by their parents or mistreated by their parents tend to go crazy. Some of them go crazy and some of them just have this harboring revenge and just want to take revenge on their parents. And the best way that some of these demigods can do it is by making an alliance with Kronos, the one thing that can actually overthrow the gods, because the demigods themselves don't really have that much power, but with Kronos at their side and a growing army, maybe they can do something about it. I liked it when they started traveling through the Sea of Monsters and we saw all these really interesting new monsters. Like I said, I really like learning more about Greek mythology, and there are a lot of monsters that I haven't heard of before. This sort of reminded me, and maybe it is an ode to that, but this reminds me of the Iliad, his quest through the waters to get back to his homeland after the Battle of Troy, because we come across a few monsters that he also came across during his travels. So maybe I think that might have been an ode to that. Let me know if you guys know that for a fact, because I don't know, but it certainly seemed like it, and I thought that was a really nice sort of tip of the hat to that story as well. Characters are slowly growing. Annabeth and Percy are 1 year older. Grover looks like he's growing up, but satyrs age half as quickly as people. Grover is Percy's satyr friend, who's also his protector, and he's the one who brought him to Camp Half-Blood in the first place. Annabeth, daughter of Athena, she is kind of a smartass sometimes because she thinks she knows everything, which is probably not an uncommon trait of a daughter of Athena. And Percy just wants to know what the heck is going on, what his father is doing. He wants to talk to his father, and he gets a surprise in this book that kind of makes him question how much his father cares for him, if he cares at all. Zeus, Poseidon, and Hades, the three big gods, they made this big pact after World War II that they would not sire any more children. But Percy clearly was sired after World War II. So obviously Poseidon broke that oath, so now there's big trouble on Mount Olympus with that fact, and also the fact of Kronos rising. So there's a battle coming for sure. That's all I'm going to say about this one. It's really hard reviewing separate books in a series when you're kind of just plowing through them one by one. Maybe next time I do that, I think I'll just do a big group of book series review. Who knows, but this is getting really ridiculous. But once again, if you like The Lightning Thief, pick up the second book in Rick Riordan's series here, The Sea of Monsters. Let me know what you guys thought about this book in the comments below. Also, if you have seen the movie, I have seen the movie, and I have some qualms about the comparisons, but let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Next week I'm going to be doing a video where my sister and I, who have both read the books and seen the movies, are going to be doing comparisons between the two. It might get a little ugly, so look ahead for that. My Twitter and my website are linked in my bio once again, as well as the music that is featured on my videos by my friend Lenny Papadopoulos. His SoundCloud is also linked below. Hit subscribe if you guys like what you see. I'm Evie, the Greek goddess of great reading, and until next time guys, keep reading.